Welcome to stream, everyone. I hope your weekends have all been going really great so far, like mine has. And welcome in. I hope everyone's just doing well in general. Titus, congrats on first, and thank you for the offering of acorns. Thank you so much for being here. And Jade, thank you so much for the offering of pomegranate seeds. How have you been? I hope good. I really do. Sancho, thank you for the offering of smooth stones. Could have sworn you've left behind more than 28. 28 is a lot of offerings, though. That is quite a lot of offerings. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you stopping in that many times and, you know, leaving an offering. I know that, sometimes people forget as well, so maybe that's like why you thought you had more, but regardless, it's no big deal. Luna, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the offering of dried flowers and herbs. You're on a little bit before work. Good luck at work. Yeah, the loading screen has been, or not the loading screen, the main screen here, the title screen, has been changing, and I've just been watching it change. I think this one's the most unsettling one so far. It feels like she's staring into my soul. I assume this is the princess. She's got a really pretty crown. I love the art style of this. I can't wait to play this today. I've been really looking forward to this. You wonder how many streams you've been in? Yeah, unfortunately, since daily offerings were only added recently, it's hard to gauge before that. But I'm sure it's many. You'd watch out, or I should watch out for spoilers in chat, but cool information. You were watching another streamer play this, and one of the people who worked on the game appeared in chat. That's always so cool when that happens. I've had that happen to me for like a couple of games. That happened for me with Smushy Come Home, which is such an adorable game. The person who composed the music came to talk to me about the music and had like a lot of insight about stuff like that, and it was really cool. That also happened to me with I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. One of the writers stopped in while I was at kind of a weird part. So I was freaking out, and they were just like, yes, this is what I wanted, I imagine. I was also really new to streaming at the time, so it was a big deal, and it still is. I think about it a lot. Meows, hello! Hello, Tiny. Thank you for the offering of baked goods. I hope you're well. You're getting a free praise me? Oh. Wait, you're scamming right now. Wait, I take it back. I take it back. No scams here, no free stuff. No handouts. The starting soon screen is so cute. Thank you, Gaigan. How are you? It's really good to see you. Thank you for the offering of ribbons. Maybe I should put up a pinned message again. I am going to trust that people can be responsible. I'm going to trust that people will not spoil this game for me. And if they do, we're gonna start doing some timeouts, I think. So, yeah, I have a no spoilers tag, I have rules, and like it's everywhere. If I have to put up a pinned message, then I don't know what to tell you. You should already know. You can trust me not to spoil a game I've never played? Yes! That was also kind of the hope. Yeah. I'm thinking it should be fine. Snowy, hello! Oh my gosh, how have you been? How have you been? It's really good to see you. So I know nothing about this game. Literally, I know nothing about this game. I've seen the trailer, and it just gives you no impression of what this is. I mean, there's a princess, you go talk to her, not everything is as it seems. It looks really pretty. I don't know, I'm really excited, so I think I'm just gonna start. I clicked it too fast. Okay, try again. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Oh, also they told me that this is a love story.
In the woods, And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Whoa, there's narration? You've been good, just a bit busy? That's good. Keeping busy isn't a bad thing either. You can maybe assume there's a princess to slay? Unsure what would give you that interpretation. Thank you for the lurk, Snowy. Thank you so much for being here and stopping in. I really appreciate it. And Calaziel, thank you for the offering of pomegranate seeds. Yeah, if you haven't gotten your offering in by now, definitely make sure not to forget.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, I don't think I thought it was that serious. I thought she was just kind of, evil. I didn't think the world was gonna end. Oh, I get to talk to the narrator? Whoa. Whoa! I don't know if I get one choice. Okay, I'm gonna have to choose this carefully, I think. I'm so confused. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? She's gonna end the world? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Okay, I like both. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Wow. Wow, there are a lot of options. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Vive la revolution. Adorable. Or I could just leave. Okay, this is like the very first time I'm playing this, so I think I'm gonna like play it kind of straight. I want info. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
I don't know how problematic that would be. But I get you. I get you. You love stories that aren't what they seem? That's exactly what this is. Thank you for the offering of clay, Snowy. I appreciate it. And Chill Vibes, welcome in. Thank you for the offering of ribbons. How are you? You're okay. Just got another cold, but it's almost cleared. That's really good to hear. That's really good to hear. I know a lot of people had been sick for a while, so I'm glad that it's clearing up for you. Okay, another set of options. This is intense. Usually they only give you... Oh, wait. These are the same options. Okay. Oh, wait. They've changed a little. Oh, I get to talk to this guy for a while. Okay. All right. I feel like I'm very, like, happy to be here when we're talking about slaying a princess, but, you know. Wait. If it's gonna appear on the left... Or on the right side, I might have to, change the side I'm on? Yeah, I think this is gonna be better. That way you can kind of see my options as well. Can't someone else do this? Your response, no. Fair, very fair. Vince, welcome in! Welcome in, how are you? Your fave jackalope? Thank you. I'm honored. I'm very honored. June but left is your favorite June variant? Thank you. That's funny. Thank you. I rarely am on the left, so. You're only jackalope? Fair. Jackalopes are rare. Urban legend, sort of. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. I think that's fair.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out. Which she will, unless you do something about it.
This isn't the info I wanted. She's just locked up. Mino, hello! Have I heard about the new planet scientists discovered? They have recently found that you are my world. Okay. Thank you. That's such a good opener. I was so interested. You got me. I was like gonna ask about it. That's really good. How are you? Welcome in. We just started playing. CT, thank you for the offering of sweets. Thank you for being here. I hope you're well. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I was just kind of spawned here. I don't know why I'm here. Ooh, this is tough. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
Whoa.
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress.
Whoa.
Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
That was... Wow, that was harsh. I was just going with this theory that maybe it's bad to kill people, but hey, I guess. Wow. Okay, what happens if she gets out then? I want
The
some
more
specifics.
you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
World will end. Wow. Wow. The way he's talking to me, first of all, the voice actor is really good. The way he's talking to me is so clear that, like, he wants me to understand. He wants me to do what he's saying, but he does not want to explain why. He just wants me to follow directions, very specific directions that he has. Wow, okay. I'm very impressed already, and I've just been talking to the narrator. You're doing really well, CT. I'm really glad to hear that. I hope you've been doing better. Rio, hello. Thank you for the offering of acorns. You came in at a good time. We just started. You booted up YouTube and Golden Song is the first thing that pops up. It's so good. Goldie Song is so good. I added it to the power plate now, so. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
But how do I know if you're telling the truth? I want the full story.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
He's making me feel really bad about my decision.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero, wow.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Was that not just the same guy? Okay, alright. Ignore him. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost
There's
entirely
a knife,
bare.
a
The
dagger.
air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
How long has she been here? Alone? How long has she been trapped here?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't want to take it. I'm not taking it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Wow. How long has she been here? Do you know how happy she's probably gonna be just to have someone to talk to, even if that someone is here to slay her?
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Do I answer
It's
back?
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
I didn't think it was that notable, honestly.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Oh, he called me out for not taking the dagger. Wow. This is dark. This is really dark. Your dog has fallen asleep on your lap for about an hour, woke up howling, and then started growling at you like it was your fault. That's dogs for you. He probably thinks it was your fault. How are giraffes real but jackalopes aren't? I know! Giraffes are so cool, though. So tall. Whoa. I have two options, and they're basically the same but different. I'm here to save you versus lying. I'm here to save you. I don't think I want to say anything. That feels really awkward, don't you think? Yeah, I feel like this is just kind of like not fitting the tone. I'm gonna continue down the stairs.
Good.
And then we'll talk.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
No. No. Absolutely not. I figured I could go back up and get it if I needed it, right?
You walk down the
Yeah.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
It seems really cruel, but if she's trapped here, and if they wanted her gone, they could just leave her trapped here without food or water. But I think he said that she would escape or something. And that would be very cruel. Very cruel. I'm not suggesting we do that. This chain looks broken.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I can't do that. That was a bit too far. Good question, though. Good start. She's getting down to business right now. You're going to work now? Good luck. Good luck with work. I hope you have a good day at work, Luna. Hold on. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Oh, she is not thrilled. But she doesn't know why I'm here. I don't know why she's here. We're in the same boat. I just want to talk. Oh, we're so close now. Hi. Oh, she looks sweet. I'm so curious about this. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
And it actually has a lot to do with everything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
It's pretty relevant, actually. I want to know if she's an eldritch horror that doesn't have to eat. You know?
But actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I wish they could have made the voice of the hero different enough from the narrator to where I don't have to double check that it's the voice of the hero. I think it's meant to be the narrator narrating the voice of the hero, but I just wish it was different enough that I could catch it by ear. Maybe I will as like things progress and I get more used to it, but yeah. No one's gonna answer? Okay. Alright. I can retrieve the blade. Yeah. Okay, so I can change my mind. Wow. Or I can free her. I don't think I'm gonna free her. I need info. Give me info. What if the hero and the narrator are the same person? It's him battling his conscience. Oh. Oh, wait, that's kind of a good theory. I kind of vibe with that, yeah. Okay, wait, maybe I'm wrong. Marvin, hello, welcome in. You done any more chess puzzles? Let's go back to simple. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
She's not answering any of my questions. Absolutely none of them.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Her name is Princess. So is Princess your name? Oh, okay. We're not here for humor. My bad.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
You're not helping me want to free you, girly. Why is she wearing your top? Wait, she is! You're right! Just with like a longer dress. You would love some chess puzzles? You can always pick them back up. Wait, okay, maybe that's why I feel so connected to her. She's wearing my top.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
You forgot your name? Whoa. How long would that take? How long would that take to forget your name by being in just total isolation? No, let's stick on this for a while, actually. Yeah, so if she had been locked down here since being a small child, which I highly, highly doubt, she would not be able to formulate language in this way. She would not be able to speak to me so cohesively, I guess. So it must have been a bit older. Maybe she's like very rarely been called by her actual name to where, you know, Princess was more normalized for her, or she's lying. I guess that's another theory. She could be lying. She just doesn't want to tell me her name.
Okay, that's weird.
That is weird. That is very weird. That does not add up. It would have taken a very long time to forget your name. A name is very important. You don't just forget it. Especially if it's your own. Darnish, hello, welcome in. How are you? And Goldie, hi. Yeah, hello. Sevu, how are you? How have you been? Thank you for the offering of ribbons, Sevu, and thank you for the offering of pomegranate seeds, Goldie. I'm doing really well, thank you. I'm playing this game. It's really cool so far. I don't know if you've seen it before. Yeah, your name is all you have left when you're alone. That is very true. Valid, thank you for the offering of berries. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you're well. And Marvin, thank you for the offering of chestnuts. Thank you. Don't forget to leave offerings.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade and slay her before it's too late.
That's actually a really good point. She could have lied and just told me a false name. She could have told me any name instead of making herself seem more suspicious. I don't understand. She must know she's being suspicious. She must. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Locked up down.
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Oh, no one ever told her? I thought she
You have
knew.
all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
This is tough. It looks neat. It seems neat. If you're thinking of playing it at any point, I would highly recommend, this goes for everyone by the way, I would highly recommend just like lurking and probably picking it up for yourself. I think this game works really well when you go into it completely blind. Linkster, hello! Thank you for the offering of song. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're well. I'm gonna tell her. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. Oh, I get a follow-up. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Oh, the I think is kind of sad. She doesn't know.
I don't
She has
remember
all the
much
reason
about
to
it,
hate
to
the
be
world,
honest.
too.
I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
I'd like to know.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No. I was hoping you'd tell me, but you clearly don't know.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her.
Do I? I don't know. Why? What? I don't think I'm either of these people. I don't think I'm the narrator. I don't think I'm the hero.
She
I'm
doesn't
me.
have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
That's very true. That's very, very true. I was just hopeful, okay, that she would be able to tell me. She could be a dragon in disguise. I don't know. I feel like her not having a name could be less suspicious. Maybe she was never given one. Depending on how long they've known that she could end the world, they may have never bothered giving her a name. You know? Can you ask the princess if she knows how to play chess? Hey, princess! She probably doesn't. She probably doesn't even know what chess is.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
You know, I might actually take chat off the screen for this one. Yeah, I think simplifying the screen is going to be better. If you were locked up, you wouldn't like the world much? Yeah, it's surprising that she seems very hopeful and kind. But maybe she's just manipulating me.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
No.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
No.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
She doesn't have the answers I want, though.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me.
She sounds like she's on the verge of tears at all times. This would be sad being unaware of the existence of chess. Very true. You're a dragon, what's wrong with dragons? Nothing! It's just that this is a fairy tale and typically dragons kinda, you know, set everything on fire and burn everything to the ground. Thank you for the posture tech dynamic. Welcome in, by the way. Thank you for the offering of pomegranate seeds as well. Richard, welcome in. How are you?
This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
It is. It's actually really sad that I have so much control over this person's life.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
No, I don't trust anyone. You and a friend started playing this, you need to get back into it? You do! It's so good!
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
It doesn't seem like she has any power as a monarch, though. Is she even a princess? I only know a couple of things that they've told me, that she's apparently a princess, and now I'm starting to doubt even that. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. That's so messed up. That is so messed up.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think anything's a good compromise in this situation.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
Yeah, okay, guess it was just me. Everyone wants me to make a real choice, and I don't want to make a real choice. It's a lot of pressure. She seems trustworthy. Pretty sure you said the same thing about Flowey? I don't know. Flowey does seem trustworthy.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
See, now you're saying the same thing he is, that you're gonna escape.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
Okay.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I make the choice now? I have 3 choices. Retrieve the blade, lock her in the basement, or examine the chains. Those are my only choices. I had hoped I'd be able to talk to her for longer. I had hoped she wouldn't look at me like this. This is such a trolley problem situation, and I've never been good with the trolley problem. Okay, no one can judge me for my choices today, okay? This is a no judgment stream. You're good, Sevu? I'm glad to hear that. You're not supposed to be good at the trolley problem. Has anyone ever seen The Good Place when they deal with the actual real life trolley problem? That's me right now. That's how I feel. I feel like locking her in the basement is the wrongest choice. I'm not going to do that. That's so middle of the line. I'm not gonna do that. I basically only have... I only have two choices. I don't know enough. I think you do multiple runs of this where you learn more. My answer to the trolley problem is always do not pull the lever. Because in a court of law, I think you're judged for your actions, and if you take inaction and you claim that you were not there, I think that's probably better. Like, oh hey, I was a little slow or something. Hey, I tried, but I couldn't reach it, sort of deal. That's such a lame answer, though. I think it depends. I'm sorry, I'm really debating. I don't like either of these choices. I don't like any of them. I don't want to make a choice. But I have to. I have to make a choice. I'm really sorry. I don't know enough. All I've been told is that you'll end the world and you have not given me any information. I'm sorry. Somehow I don't think it's gonna go well regardless. But... And I don't think any of these are right. But this is my first run. So... Okay, retrieve the blade.
Thank you.
I don't like that. I don't like the narrator thanked me.
You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Oh, now I'm regretting leaving it behind. I have to turn my back on her?
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. Fine, turn your back on me, but it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Her voice changed so drastically.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry.
I should have brought the dagger. I should have brought the
You rush
dagger.
up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
I have the dagger in my cursor now.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Oh, I don't like this. This isn't gonna end well for me. I should not have... Oh, she's not gonna be there.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we can start over? I think it's late. I think that's way too late. So, wow, how'd she do that so quickly? How about welcome in? Thank you for the offering of pretty trinkets. It's never too late to do the right thing, but what's the right thing? Why didn't she do that before? I imagine because losing an arm is very severe. Very severe. If she could have helped it, I imagine she would have liked to not lose her arm. Let's finish
Your eyes
this.
dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
I don't like any of this. I don't like any of this. I don't want to go closer into the room. I don't like any of this. Why didn't I bring the dagger with me? Oh, I should have brought the dagger with me. Oh, I regret all of my choices. I made all of the wrong choices. I don't want to go deeper into the room. Close the door?
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Oh, I'm locked in here. Why did I do that? Okay, I'll be very threatening. I'll wait.
Oh, do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
She's making me really
You
nervous.
do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
How long have we been down here? Why does it always make a choice? Why can't it be run away from your choices? Venture into the shadows.
You step
I
into
regret
the
it.
shadows.
I regret it!
Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the floor. The ferocity
Oh my
overwhelms
God.
you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back.
Wow, I played this the
This is
worst
the
way.
end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And you die. Chapter 2. Chapter 2?!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Well, I've learned my
End of
lesson,
the world.
to say the least. I died. I died! What am I doing
I can
here?
assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
Voice of the Hunting? Is she aware of the resets? I guess we'll find out. Wow. What a terrible failing.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Kind of. I guess it's me or her. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yup.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
It is. It is. I'm telling the truth. I'm the only one here who's telling the truth.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Okay, that's actually very true.
We did our best with the information we were given,
Yes.
and yet you still died, didn't you? So, great, congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
No, I'm actually very stressed about the reincarnating thing.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
No, there are a lot of serious implications here, bud.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
The chapter's name is The Beast, remember? Okay, I did not remember. I didn't even catch it. I was just like, chapter 2? I thought I had to restart the game from here. Did time simply rewind, or was I transported to a different world in time? Either way, I'm trapped.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Oh, that world
Do you think
ended.
the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? All the more reason to keep our wits about us, should we even return to the cabin. We could find a safe little hole somewhere instead.
Oh, Voice of the Hunted is so afraid.
You have to go to the cabin. If you don't slay the princess, she's going to end the world, which you're always going to be a part of, even if you're cowering in a hole. There's no escaping your responsibility here.
But I still want to give her a chance, even though she's killed me before. Oh. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she able to rip me apart with her bare hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
I don't know how you get something out like that out of your head. She was a haunting. She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. You're afraid, aren't you? Just like us.
Just like us.
Of course I'm afraid. Fear is an extremely normal thing to feel when the fate of the entire world is at stake. But that's not the only thing you're afraid of. You're scared of something worse.
Wow, we're splintering. We are splintering. Your kindness is moving? Too kind, in your opinion? Maybe. It got me killed.
Projecting your neuroses onto me and just get to the cabin already.
Okay. Wait, one more thing. Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Okay. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Okay. Proceed to the cabin. I'm taking the dagger this
Warning.
time.
Before you go any further.
What's the
She
warning?
will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Obviously, I imagine she wants to live.
Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
We've just been saddled with more doubt. You want to know who locked her up? I get no answers. I ask questions and I get no answers. In very certain circumstances, kindness can be a weakness. I suppose.
Maybe.
I think it's a strength. I think it is very much a strength. Especially in the face of being
The
betrayed.
interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I'm taking it.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I was curious about the mirror on the wall. I didn't think that was there last time, but hey, I didn't know if I misremembered somehow. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
No, I can clearly see a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror.
There is definitely a mirror.
There isn't.
No, there is.
Strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Much like he hasn't seen what's already happened.
Why is he capitalized with the H? What? Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Okay, I regret it now. I want to back up. Wait, why do I always make these choices and then I can't change my mind later? I always make choices with the expectation that I can do something differently. No! Oh, I'm laughing because I'm nervous. Okay, I have one option. I guess that makes things easier for me, in a way. Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin
What
wall.
is that?
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
That's not a human arm. What am I? I guess I assumed I was human? Because the princess was, and I had no reason to assume.
But it was there a second ago.
It was!
And now it's gone.
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. I wonder why. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
I think I'm starting to understand a bit. That hand gave me so much information. I understand. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay. I'm not making the same mistake as last time, at least.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
Cabin is so much more run down than last time.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
Oh, okay, we're starting like this. Good.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
I see a tail. Are we both not human this time? I think my hand on the cursor looks different. The hand on my cursor always looked non-human, though, and I just never noticed. I just thought that was an
The
artistic
jungle is
choice.
pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess. She's certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Hey,
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified.
I'm not terrified. What makes you think I'm terrified? I'm not.
I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Okay, she can see the dagger. Good, good. I'm glad I brought it at least. Hey, girly. Hold still.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
What? Okay, move. Just move. Don't think. Move.
You lunge aside, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess.
Oh no, I didn't even get any chance.
In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where
Wow.
you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
I'm so glad I didn't talk. Wow. Neither of us are human this time. This is a completely different world.
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're faster than you were before? Do you remember?
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
Okay, we don't run for the stairs. That's what she wants. I was sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world. I'm starting to believe that's true. I had this option last time, did not use it.
Oh, for the love of... You've given up the game. Great. All that will do is hasten her victory.
So many useless thoughts run through your head. Thinking, thinking, thinking. You'll never hurt me if you keep thinking.
I feel like talking is such a bad choice. What even is she? A monster, but so am I. I don't like this option. We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have already left?
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
Yeah, honesty is the best
She's calling for
policy.
another strike. Be somewhere else. We're
Okay.
on the back foot.
Okay,
The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
yep, back
It
foot.
doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
If everyone is a beast, then nobody is. That's very true. I think we're both the same creature. can just choose to survive. Okay. I do like the survive choice. Okay. She's so much better at waiting than I am, though. Why is the chain so much longer this time? The chain kept her right against the wall. Okay. I'm glad I have all the time in the world to think, at least. That's nice. That's really nice. I don't like any of my choices. I don't think I've liked any of my choices this entire time. Okay. Wait for her to strike and hit her back.
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive.
That's true,
If we
that's
keep
true.
dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk.
True.
As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you tighten her grip blade
I nicked her.
and out. It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you.
Okay, that was a good choice. That was good. I think. I don't know. I made blood happen. It's red, at least. That's normal. Nothing about this is normal. But, you know, red blood, I guess. Wow.
You're sent sprawling and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness.
Did she break a rib? My dagger on my cursor has blood on it now. The way they changed my cursor is incredible.
Look at that. We wounded her.
I don't know if we should be proud of wounding her, admittedly. I don't...
And she wounded us. Bad trade.
Very bad trade. Oh, I knew that was a bad choice. I knew we'd get hurt.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery.
She's stronger than me.
You collapse to the floor. She wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught. By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines.
Yeah.
Spine severed.
Okay.
Blood.
Oh
rapidly
my
draining out
god.
onto the jungle
Okay. There was no winning. Only we didn't have just a dagger. The dagger didn't seem like enough.
The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
We're not dead, But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
And you die. The den. We didn't know she was a beast in this. It did say chapter 2, the beast.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah, we are. And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning.
Oh, we've splintered again. Wow, okay, this is very different than the last Splinter.
You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger?
When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse than a bully that thinks they own you.
Okay. Remember earlier when I said I wish the narrator and the voice of the hero were different because, you know, I thought that was all it was going to be? I changed my mind. This is great. This is smart.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
What do you mean? You didn't act like this last time. You pretended. Like there was no possibility I could have been here before.
Shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. Now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
And how do you intend to do that?
We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows.
Well, no complaints here. Now hold on.
We're not just gonna let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go, are we?
We're not, I hope.
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us to want her dead.
Yeah, I suppose. I suppose winning one of these rounds would be kind of nice. But I'm still me. I'm done with this. Bye. Could you imagine? I'm not leaving. I want answers. What is going on here? What do you know that you're not telling me?
I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage. If anything, I've told you too much. Like that grumbling voice said just a moment ago, you've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much else in the way of motivation.
I suppose not. What if we just leave? What happens then?
Yeah, she was still there last time. I'm not so sure she can free herself without our help. Maybe not quickly, but it's inevitable. That cabin won't last forever.
Okay, what's the plan?
Like I said, we're going to fight her.
But we're so small.
We don't actually know how big she is. We just know she wants us to think she's big. And if she's going to treat us like prey again, then she is sorely underestimating us. One good wallop, that's all we need to put her on the defensive.
What if I had slain her at the start? At the very first round? Okay, no matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through.
You make your way down to the cabin.
Wow.
Your fated confrontation awaits.
So overgrown.
You know what to do.
We've already been over the plan. I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan.
Yeah, it's a very weak plan, but you know, I guess.
It's a better plan than you had last time.
I at least picked up the dagger.
I'll try to keep us breathing.
Proceed.
The interior is dark and overgrown.
There's no door.
Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all.
There's no door, there's just the mirror. There's no table. The dagger is just in a tree stump.
The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade. Even if it's not a very big one.
She needs to devour us and it doesn't count if we're dead. She lost last round too, I guess.
Great. That mirror's back. And it's where the door is supposed to be. What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement.
You can never see the mirror.
It isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
Take the
Yes,
blade.
take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Good. One step closer to ending this.
Okay, I guess we approach the mirror.
You step forward,
What are we?
approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair.
You heard him. Stop hesitating and smash that antique.
That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else.
Somewhere else? Thank you for the alert, Goldie. Thank you for being here. Good luck with whatever you gotta take care of.
It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you
Yes.
said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually.
Oh, I really messed this up.
It went away after we reached out to it last time. Might as well try wiping it clean again. What's the harm?
Okay.
You You reach forward and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement. See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own.
I didn't get to see my hand this time. Rick, welcome in. Thank you for the offering of clay. How are you?
You step forward into the darkness.
This game is great. It's been great so far. I agree. I think
If there
I've been
were
enjoying it.
stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend.
It becomes so much more dilapidated every time.
Smells of mold.
So much more
and decay.
overgrown.
The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs, no entity threatens violence or pleads for safety.
This is horrible.
Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Okay. I trust the voice of the hunted. The voice of the hunted gives me good advice. Say nothing, and silently proceed down the stairs.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
It doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is.
Kinda do. Lure her out or step in? Stepping in seems unwise. Try to lure her out.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement.
And what? You're gonna turn around the second she runs for us? You'll get us killed, you pathetic fool.
Okay. I'm getting so many different, people in my head.
She's about to strike.
I hear her.
The near silence
Oh
of
my
the turned
God.
predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape.
She's horrible.
Stop it! Fight her!
I'm scared.
The conflict in your heart, though usually of little consequence, slows you down just enough. You don't make it into
No!
the path before you feel her hot breath at your back, rushing up your spine,
No!
and closing in on your neck as her teeth press into your skin.
Not like this.
Again.
That was so fast that time. She didn't even talk to me. But death doesn't come. You turn to see that something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
The mirror.
Again. Why is it here? Why now?
Why in her place? The narrator is gone.
Does that mean the world ended? It hasn't ended. We're still here.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
Okay, but I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
I kind of hate the mirror.
It's like it's mocking us.
Let's just stay still.
No, I'm gonna approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
I have no choice. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Okay, I'm here. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That thing reeks of death.
I know. I don't like it.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. I still have this arm. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's me! It's you. I'm horrible. Have I always looked like that? You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Ooh, hello? You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Are you talking about me? I have so many options. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What? Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I don't know what I am.
I think that
You have so
are
many
like me.
arms. I don't have that many arms.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Okay. I need more. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is consumed by instinct, a predator pushing those around her to adapt. She will make for a bold heart.
We are the same. She's splintering just like me. She's talking about her voices.
She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
She has my arm. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I don't know what the end of the world looks like. I guess the heat death of the universe is like the closest that I can think of. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
After you first died, you went to hang up the washing. What the hell happened? So much. So much in such a short amount of time. You have a theory? Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
So yes. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
suppose not. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
That's about the same for me, actually. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
One of my options is destroy your body. You think all of us are part of this thing? She says I'm not her, though. I'm not a part of her. Thank you for the group hydration, by the way, CT. That means everyone has to drink, not just me. I gotta say, I did not expect this, game to be voiced, and I really appreciate it. The voices are really good. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
I think you're true. I think you're right. Thank you for the streamer care package as well. I will do all the things. And Kiku, hello! This game is really cool. I would highly recommend you check it out. Thank you for the lurk. What happens if you don't drink? Good question. I guess it's up to you. Why does she have her arm? Our arm? I think that's her real arm, and it just looks similar to us because we are the same being. Not the same being as in we are the same entity, but we are like the same species. We are the same type of person.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
You should? You should! That's what group hydration is for, to remind you. Hydrate. You know, it's not just for streamer to hydrate, it's for everyone.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
More perspectives. How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
But I won't, as the player. Games like this are so interesting. I was sent here to slay the princess, to stop her from saving the world. Nope. I was sent here to slay the princess, to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Matter cannot be created nor destroyed. Only changed. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
That's wild. Okay, alright. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
I suppose. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I'll try my best.
You won't.
I won't. Okay. Okay. Alright. She got me. Chapter 1. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
It started me over. Wow.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wow. I get the same choices. Let's go. Okay, wait. I can ask different questions than I did last time, at least. I never asked. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
That's
Nevertheless,
kinda true.
let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Ah, I
And
suppose.
before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens. through
Okay,
which
to
to
be
view
fair,
this
this is
situation.
why I didn't ask this last time. I figured he'd be snarky.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Alright. I guess we'll go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
If it's so important, why is it your job? I know! Why me? Why doesn't the narrator do it? I think the narrator is probably part of
We're not
me.
going to go through with this, right?
Actually, I
She's a
don't.
princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Actually, the narrator disappeared when I went into the nothingness. I don't think the narrator is part of me. I think the voices are. Because it never says voice of the narrator, it just says narrator. The narrator is different.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, we're taking it. We're taking it. Last time I didn't take it. This first time around, we're taking it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay, down we go. She's gonna be so much more
The
hostile
door to the
towards me.
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She behaves differently if I bring the dagger versus not.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay, continue
Good.
down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs.
She's
and
already
eyes with the
suspicious of
princess.
me.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Crimson, hello! How are you?
Focus
Hi,
on the
hi.
task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
This is so funny. The people who wrote this must have a little bit of a sense of humor. Nuh-uh. Cute. Okay, I feel like I'm taking this so seriously, though. Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I don't think I win.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Who gave me a dagger and not a sword? She's so right. I need a longer stabby. She's playing this so much differently this time.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I don't know if she's bluffing. She could be bluffing.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Oh, I know. I know it'll be too late. She kills us either way. She kills us either way. I don't know how she severed her arm last time. She could be not armed in a couple of seconds when she chews her arm off brutally. Okay, that's not funny. That's not funny. Okay, stop laughing. That's not funny. I'm sorry.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way.
Whoa,
and look
okay,
down to
wait.
see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
I did always look like this. I did always have this arm.
Oh,
Oh, she's just like, oh, wow.
this is it, isn't it?
I-
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
I honestly really don't, but hey, I did it!
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
The way she was so surprised, she's like, oh. Wow, I have a knife.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
I don't want to check her sleeves. It's a figure of speech. That's weird. Don't check people's sleeves.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Yeah. That's reasonable.
I really don't think you should do that.
Why not?
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
I don't want to check. I don't want to get near her. She's scary. She's spooky. Every time I try to get close to her. Check.
You
For a
lean
pulse.
down and place your hand against
She's
her
so
neck,
pretty.
holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking.
Yeah, you tell him.
I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
Oh,
Wait,
no.
What was that? you know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
No.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
She played dead.
Something
She
sharp
got
digs into your
me!
side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too
Oh,
late
she
for that
got
now.
me.
You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
She tricked me.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
You know what? good on you. Fair enough. Sometimes that's how it goes.
See you around.
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate?
I'm not mad at it.
At least you managed to take her with you.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it, honestly, yeah. You know, saved the world. At the cost of my own life, it happens.
For whatever
I should
that's
have
worth.
left.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, I should have left. I thought about it, but I just wanted to be sure. Chapter 2, the Razor. Different. The Razor. The Razor?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
CT, have you played this before? I forget if you said or not. Yeah, I don't regret my decision, to be fair. You know, it happens. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you.
But she did!
People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Maybe. The narrator is not my friend.
Shit. She's just going
Whoa.
to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Whoa, voice of the cheated. Before it was voice of the hunted.
Stabbed to death. Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
You're lying to
Yeah,
me.
that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Made for this job. Interesting choice of words. Let's do this again. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We mostly listened to you. How are we supposed to know she'd spring back to life? If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her.
Okay, but I did. I stabbed her.
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
I feel like we should appreciate that I did
And I
it.
believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
How much does the narrator know? Is he omniscient, or does he only know as much as he sees?
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
I did slay her!
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
You know, that's actually a really good point.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
I haven't even considered
We were
leaving.
So close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Let's talk about this
Just be quick
princess.
about it.
We killed killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her.
I
Just
didn't
go in,
talk to
do your
her.
job and save the world.
Okay, to be fair, I did just not listen to him, and I checked her pulse when he said not to, but
Oh, and
hey.
don't get stabbed while you're at it.
Ugh, okay, alright. Who locked her in that basement? What is this place? I answered that. He refused, or I asked that. He refused to answer. That's
Great.
that's
Now,
all.
If you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
That's all. You think she would have killed us anyway, regardless? I suppose. I think we always die. Proceed.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Okay. I'm focused. I'm so focused.
The interior of the cabin
Oh.
is a jagged mess of warped wood
Whoa.
and broken boards.
This is even
Their
differenter.
splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Wow.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This is so different than the second time, even. Than the second time last time. This whole cabin is different than last
Very
time.
different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here.
Probably
Hope this
not.
means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Okay. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
And then I want to approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah, let's wipe it.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Okay, I suppose that's that.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn
It's
from their
so
source and violently
sharp.
jammed into the wall.
Creative, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate you being here.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it. The
Metallic?
smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I suppose. Can't bury the truth, the past is far from dead. The chance we lose when we choose never to forget. When choices made had forged the blade. The taste of blood is the beginning and the end. Those lyrics are really good. It does fit extremely well.
That's right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
I think it's her claws, honestly. Local Slay the Princess fanatic here. If I want any questions answered, thank you for the offer. I've been trying to, kind of figure out what all this means on my own. This is my second run? Like, my second chapter 2. She just needs a manicure. I know, I think that's her claws. I guess I haven't seen her hands.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
I do think it's probably just the chains, but hey, you know?
Her grating
Maybe she's
voice
hiding
carries
something.
up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Why does she sound like that?
There's something so wrong with that
What?
voice.
Wow.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final
Whoa.
step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
She's still human. Or as human as I suppose she can be. She has not shown me her hands. It's a tunnel down here.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close.
She
to
looks
let
so
our
smug.
guard down.
What happened? The tone changed. She's messing with me now.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
I think we should do a better job at hiding our dagger, honestly. But hey,
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
girly, please. You can't do this to me. There's a lot to explore. Oh, I'm excited. If I come close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess.
Innocent?
stuck here for no reason.
I'm just a sweet, innocent princess. Stop! Don't be like this. This is
And
serious.
You are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Yeah?
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
The tone changed so much.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
It's me if I were yandere.
But you know who is armed? You.
Her
So stop
hands are behind her
second-guessing yourself.
back. I
Just do
can't
your
tell if
job.
she's armed. I don't know if she's hiding
But
something.
I'm nervous.
I am
All the
nervous.
more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
I never said anything about any of that, girly. I never said you killed me. I never said I stabbed you. I never said I met you before.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen. Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
We can
Yes,
be
something is
friends.
obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Viper, hello! Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Ava, welcome in. Stitched, hello. Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. We are playing Slay the Princess. I don't know if you've seen it before, if you're familiar. But Sancho, thank you for coming in with the raid. I know you were here earlier, but I appreciate you. Viper, how was your stream? What were you streaming, by the way? If you haven't seen me before, my name is Juniper. I am a jackalope girl. I play a lot of cozy games. I play a lot of variety games, a lot of indie games, just like anything that catches my interest. Yeah, if any of that interests you, this is a really good place to be. I also do art, and I even stream art from time to time. We host something called Art Club in the Discord server. I will get the command up so you guys can read about it. If you join there, there's a whole category where you can like learn about it and get the hang of it. There will be a new prompt on the 1st of February, so you are all early if you did want to participate. But yeah, we are playing Slay the Princess, which I feel like from the title is pretty self-explanatory, but we're here to slay the princess. And not everything is as it seems. Stream was fun. You were doing some art and chatting with your lovely viewers. That sounds so nice. Your art is so, so lovely. I'm sure it was such a nice, cozy stream. Thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, if you have to get some rest, if you have to, you know, go hydrate, go take care of yourself, if you have some obligations you need to fulfill, definitely go do that. I totally understand. But otherwise, like I said, we are slaying the princess. It's been a very interesting game. I think you'll all get the hang of it pretty quickly of what's going on as well, so. You came at a really good time. Join the Discord for the art club because it sounds so much fun. It is so, so much fun. I'm looking forward to February's prompt, which I know and no one else does. It's like a secret. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So you do remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Again? Can you guess the prompt for Valentine's Day? Sure. It's not specifically for Valentine's Day, it's for February in general, but sure. Yeah. I like when people try to guess the prompt. I will neither confirm nor deny, though, if you get it right. Or wrong. I guess there's that.
I mean, just
Oh,
so
she's
I could stab you
unhinged.
for the first time.
She's unhinged! The way she's tilting her head at me is unhinged. Oh, your brain died there? You guess it was Valentine's Day or love or something? Yeah, it's not Valentine's Day or love. I just said I would not confirm or deny, and I just denied. Okay, well, I didn't think that through. Clearly, okay, alright. I'm not very good at being coy, I guess.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
Yeah, you said it, voice of the cheated.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right
We
now?
both sound
Please
deranged.
Stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I guess. Someone said it seemed like ReZero before. This is so ReZero. I like ReZero. You're bad? No. It was a good guess. I considered a prompt like that for February because obviously Valentine's Day, but I figured it'd be kind of basic. So we're going with something different. You're welcome. I try to be clever. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. It kinda sucked.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here? Right now. Both of us normal and unstabbed.
Oh, so unstabbed. Okay, I like these options in the way that I don't. Okay, I need to keep going. I need to learn more each time I do this. I need to learn more. I can't waste a chapter. I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Maybe not a knife, but do you know how much is sharp down here? These rocks look very sharp and pointy.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Why do you say it like that? Don't say things like that. Oh, thought I was telling you up. No, don't. No, of course not. I think it was a really good guess. You gotta go for a bit, enjoy stream. If you don't make it back, yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you so much for coming in with the raid. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day if you don't make it back.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
We didn't.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
I don't trust you. I can't see what she's holding, if she's holding. Prove it then. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
That doesn't make sense.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
Oh.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Where did you put your knife then?
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Practically zero. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you.
Okay,
How
I
would
feel
you like
called
it if I
out.
did that, huh? Silly little Birdface thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can
Birdface?
tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
Okay, but you did have a reason, to be
How many
fair.
more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance.
Yeah, you tell him. I'm glad Voice of the Cheated is defending me. You know, I deserve
I'm
this.
sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are.
Even the voice of the hero is so
The
snarky.
entire world is at risk. And maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
The way she's just watching us as we have a little conversation in our head between all of our voices. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones.
But I'm not mad at you, so please stop standing so far out of reach.
What?
I
Don't
think
say it
I've
like
said
that.
my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Kind of. Honestly, I'm stalling. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart.
That doesn't sound like me. Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all. How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
We're not safe.
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her
Oh
arm.
my god!
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single
Okay,
brief
we
and
lost
wordless
our arm
exchange
too.
before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense. She's much better at this than she was last time. Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
Okay, but what if you, like, didn't?
And with a squelch,
Okay.
she does just that. Everything goes dark,
and you die.
Chapter 3, The Arms Race. Wow.
You're
I
on
don't stand a
path in the
chance.
woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time.
You tell him!
The fucking cabin.
Yeah, we start in the cabin!
What?
I feel dizzy.
Oh, I skipped that. My bad. What did it say? You're what? The interior of the cabin. Can I get him to say it? No. The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me. What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting?
Whoa.
Who owns the cards now?
I like the voice of the cheated. I like him a lot more than the voice of the hunted. She's unarmed. Or she's armed. Or inarmed?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running
Oh,
isn't
voice of
an
the hunted is
option.
back. Never mind. I'm so sorry I said mean things about you.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
I know.
Can't be right, that's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It will be difficult to slay the princess
don't get
and
a
save the world
choice.
without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
Door that's blocked by the
There
mirror?
isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Approach the mirror?
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
True. Wipe the mirror clean. Why is the voice of the broken me?
You reach
all-
forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
We all like to think we're the voice of the hero, but really we're the voice of the
And
broken.
the mirror's gone. How surprising.
So surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs.
It's a
They are
slide!
smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement
She's just
floor
like she
and the
was
form of the
before.
princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
I don't know how fun it is.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Very true.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
True.
Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
That is very true, actually. Maybe the narrator does make sense sometimes.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short
like when
by
she
the wet
does
sound
that.
of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Gross.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yeah? It's like the least you could do?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're fighting her. We're gonna appeal to her authority. Okay. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. No! Oh, I kind of like this one. We're gonna fight her, and we're gonna have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Wait. Wait, that's kind of funny. In like the worst way. Yeah. Okay, she wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it.
Oh, no, that's a terrible idea.
It really is.
We're dead either way. Screw it, we've already died twice. What's a third? A third is a third. It's bad. Who cares?
Who cares?
Fine. You raise your blade above your head.
Oh, this is new. What are you going to do? Are you really going to stab yourself? Neat.
Meat?
Then you skewer yourself.
Oh, he really did it.
Ow.
Yeah.
Are we still here? Can we not actually off ourselves? Boo! Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Trarian.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah, we'd know if we died. Right? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Okay, there's a lot of
Stop
voices.
saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4.
4?
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's gotta be a point
We're
where it
gonna
makes
stack
us
them like
better than her.
cards? Okay.
As long as we keep moving.
Alright.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance. Who cares about getting better than her? Let's do something weird. Like, really, really weird.
Yeah. Okay, let's be weird.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay. I guess I wasn't gonna... What? These are the same, though. All of these ideas suck. Doesn't work and she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
None of this is working. Think. Think. She skewers you.
Ugh.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
Yeah.
We just have to hit her harder. She skewers.
Hey, Voice of the Stubborn is back.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
I see. She has teeth. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Thank you. Oh, okay. I kinda like that she complimented me. I don't know what that means for me, but I don't know. I like the
You see
compliment.
that? We almost had her.
No, we didn't.
That was luck.
Yeah.
We only have to get lucky once. Just panic. Flee.
Paranoid.
Skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again.
Okay.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better.
I don't think we are, but I love the enthusiasm. She's getting more blades.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
Okay, I don't think she seems very, reasonable.
Skewers you.
Ugh.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need.
You're her blades.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
And you die. Brutal. Mutually assured destruction. Chapter 4.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Yeah, we don't need the narrator. We don't care about the narrator. We already have the dagger. We don't see a mirror. We're
Everything
going.
Feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw
We're
is
losing
already
it.
in our hand.
We are absolutely losing it.
Oh, what if? Throw it out the window.
No.
Over my dead body.
There's so much. There's so many
That will
voices.
be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore. Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Come on, buddy. You gotta have better standards than that.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. Eh, they're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
The narrator must be so confused.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Yeah.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Did I miss something? Oh, okay, no, I didn't. Okay, good. Hey, yeah.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star.
They did say it was a romance. Thank you for the posture check.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only... It's fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
I keep skipping. Oh, I did miss a message. There are entirely too many of you, and then they said, how about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing them? Love the attitude. And then we heroically stride through the door. The narrator says, fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide, we know.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Yeah, we don't need you.
Don't care, just want to win.
Yep.
Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
No, I don't like when you show me
I'm not
things.
going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
No.
Do-do. Ba-ba-ba.
The way the narrator is so bored.
Are you gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
Yeah. Come on, do your job, narrator.
Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Yup.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin
Ugh.
bursts,
Ah.
with the red ooze of raw meat as it stretches.
Gross, gross. Okay, I don't want to be here.
Then it erupts.
I changed my mind. I don't want to hear you describe this.
She becomes a wave
Oh.
of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit!
Mm-hmm.
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely.
No, stop
divine.
being like this. Oh, there's always just one part of you that's just absolutely delusional, and this is it.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
You know, it's an idea.
That looked painful.
How is she still alive?
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
Sure.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
She has a heart.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
There's so much. There's so much. Empty your mind.
It's so quiet.
What? It stopped being so pointy and sharp everywhere. Him too. Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Stabby, stabby. Stabby, stabby. Do you think this counts? Stabby, stabby, stabby. It absolutely does not. Gross, gross, gross. You do not act, and yet, through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Thank you. I love when you compliment me. Do it more. Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Is it? You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Oh, this is gonna be awkward. You do so. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach toward the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. Have I? Yeah, my arm looks... I look different. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. I tried something different. Oh, she is sharp. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
I feel like I'm helping her and I don't like it.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. Tabula rasa me, I guess. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
You speak in riddles. You speak in the same riddles as you did before. So I guess you are different, but the same. Hi Goldie, welcome back! So much has happened. I can't even explain, but we're about to get our slate wiped again, so good timing. She's Blades. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection.
You don't have eyes!
Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
I have to read everything she says like 3 times. I'm sorry. That's why I go quiet, because I'm like thinking so much. Like, I feel like my brain is running so fast trying to piece all of this together, trying to like understand what she means, what she's saying, what it all means, what anything means.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Noted. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
CT, welcome back! Yeah, I am trying to take my time and not rush, for sure. This is a really good game! I love things like this! These are like my favorite kinds of things!
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
I think I'm the same way. Is she a Reaper of Death now? A little. We, had some scuffles, to say the least. Wow, there's a lot to talk about. Okay, we're gonna talk about it all. We are. I'm here for it. I don't know if I'm going to kill her at the end, though. I'm not gonna say that one. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
That's actually very true. Okay. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
That reasoning could just as easily be the same for why you wouldn't be kind, though. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
I gotta say, I liked the last route better than the first one I took. The first one I kind of messed up a lot, and I did not like it. I mean, I didn't hate it. It was just, it was, very scary. She got very monstrous, and, yeah. It was very alarming. The second one was fun. I didn't know it could be like that. I want to see more. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Something about this is so, like, comforting in a way. After everything I've been through, coming back to the long dark is very comforting. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and you are something more than that, too. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
I suppose?
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Okay. 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 I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Good luck.
We will meet again.
We will meet again. I don't like when she does that. Okay, The Hero and the Princess, Chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods,
Yep.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Why don't I attack her or destroy myself? I'm not ready for that yet. I want to keep exploring the chapters. I want to keep experimenting with this segment.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
End of the world. You know, can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
You're just the narrator. You're a neutral party. Well, have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
That's where you're wrong, buddy.
Maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I did stab myself to be chaotic, yeah. Purely to be chaotic, you're right. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
No, I don't like this. You have to tell me what the reward is. What is it? Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
I don't trust you. Sounds too good to be true. You know? Forget it. I'm not doing
Are you
this.
serious? No, you have to do it.
I don't think the reward is good enough, and I think I'm just gonna die every time. Yeah. What else do I have? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, like, go. Peace.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
I know I'm not going to the cabin. This is what I said. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Hmm?
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You think he's annoying? That's new.
That's strange. It looks like this path
Excuse
also
me.
leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
But I don't want to go there. Turn around again and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Yeah, you've laid it out very plainly, very clearly, and I still choose to walk away. Peace. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
I'm not mature.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would
I
you look
end
at
up
that?
back
You're at
here.
the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
I don't like this. I don't wanna. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Clearly no one else ever will if the world's gonna end. Get your story straight.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Why you? Why me is a really good question, yeah. Why me?
But as you focus
Oh.
on your surroundings, you start to
What have I
realize that
done?
those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh, what have I done?
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Wait, what's going on?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the
Okay,
fate of the world.
he knows me. He knows me too well. I
You've
do.
doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Okay, well... Chapter 2, The Stranger. I think I'm just gonna sleep on the floor, thank
You're
you very
on a
much.
path
I know!
in the woods. And at the end of that
Wow, I
path
never met
is
her.
a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Look at what I've
You're
done!
here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Mm. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
What voice did I get?
I think it's more
The
fun if he knows what
contrarian!
we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Did the music get weirder? Oh, absolutely it did.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day.
Yeah, maybe I'm here just to ruin the narrator's
By
day.
ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever? Then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
The
Maybe.
world hasn't ended yet, and And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid,
That makes less
someone other than
sense.
you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Oh, okay, I guess. But weird. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever.
You
Stay in the
have
woods
already
forever.
committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh, hello? Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely gonna slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right?
What?
Please take this seriously.
You
I am
can't. I'm a
begging.
really good liar.
Oh,
No!
boy. Before you go any further,
I don't want to go up here.
she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Maybe.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
That's kind of true, actually, but that's me.
Let's
I'm being
keep an
difficulty.
open mind.
Difficult. Okay, I have no choice, I guess.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin
Wow.
interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
What happens if you listen to the narrator? I did that. I tried to slay the princess, although I kind of didn't listen to him in the end. Wow, look at how this moves. Yeah, this doesn't look right.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
The way this moves is so... Wow.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm not gonna bring
He
it.
wants us to take it.
Yeah!
Maybe we should just leave it to collect dust.
Yeah, we'll
Or
leave
better
it.
yet, grab it and throw it out the window.
I like throwing it out
Good
the
as
window.
a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway. No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Okay, that's true. I regret not bringing the
I've
knife.
already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Guess.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
I guess.
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
I like all the voices I gain, I think. Every time I gain a voice, I'm like, I like this guy. I like what he's got going on.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
What if I
Just
don't?
ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
It is really stressful.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
Your favorite voice is stubborn? I think I like cheated.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
Yeah, that's actually very
What
true.
you're saying
Okay,
here is
okay.
obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
We should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun?
I kinda
You
would.
won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's definitely a mirror.
There
There
definitely is.
You insisting it isn't there?
I'm gonna
just
go
makes
up
me
to
want
it.
to look at it even more.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I'm gonna approach it though. I always
Walk up
approach
to
the
the wall
mirror.
next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right
Does the narrator genuinely not know it's there? Yeah, he genuinely does not see it. Only I see the mirror.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Okay. Enter the basement. No blade. Let's just go talk
The
to.
door to
Oh.
the basement creaks open, revealing a
Whoa.
web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable
Not what I
materials.
expected.
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down.
They all seem to loop back up even. It's like Dr. Seuss made the stairwell.
The air here has
Oh,
a sickening,
no.
almost sludge-like miasma to it.
What have I done?
An indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Am I even gonna find the princess? Does she even exist anymore?
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Don't give me that. I don't even know
Of
she's
course.
here.
A disquieting collage of tone and personality drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you.
No thank you is the only reasonable, response to that. Want to give the artist of this game a massive hug / props for making all these environments. I know! I haven't said anything yet, but this is stunning. It really shows when things start getting weird how good the artist is.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
It was all hand-drawn too. It does look hand-drawn. It looks sketched. Like physically sketched. Which is so cool.
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success?
There'll still be
Plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Cute. He's cute. Alright. I take the center staircase.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere.
I don't like that there's no railing. I don't know. That's what I'm kind of hinging on at the moment. I would not take these stairs because I would be scared of falling off.
You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. One foot down,
Another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways.
Regardless, the one true path, I guess. There seems to be so many.
But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
That's what I said. Except he said it better than I did. What?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
No, not like
Physical
this.
sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating
The
patterns
sketches are
and
getting
emotions
rougher
of the
and
journey,
rougher.
a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
Hello? Hi? You're asking if you can help me?
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
Lantern, hello, welcome in. Her eyes are piercing. How are you?
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
This route is cool.
Oh well, that was the trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
The Contrarian has one goal and one goal only, and that is to menace. I love this guy.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
I don't have a knife.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just...
We remember, though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems... normal. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
And yet here you are. How strange. Do you remember anything at all? Do you know why you're here? Do you know me?
Do I know you? Not the you that you are right now, no.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face.
She's so pretty.
She's so... blank. I have no idea who she is.
I mean, we've never met her in this role. We didn't meet her in Chapter 1.
Isn't that fun? A new puzzle for us to take apart. If she's keeping her cards close to her chest, it's because she wants to deceive you.
It's okay.
Oh,
Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
what do you mean? You're stuck?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that?
Ooh.
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
Can we put her back?
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it.
What's better than one princess? Two princesses. See, you get it. Actually, this is very unsettling, but, you know, hey, I'll take it. How are you, by the way, Lantern?
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen.
Yeah.
If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
Yeah, everything is splintering.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not slaying her this time.
New plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Okay, well, it's a plan at the very least. there's more of you now.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
No,
What's that supposed
you're
to
not.
mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again.
Oh no. Her face is different every time, too. Wow, look how it moves even.
I don't like where this is going.
Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? Could always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs.
No, I made my choice.
Well, that's where the blade
No
is.
knife.
If you want it, you'll have to go and get it.
Can we get a fourth?
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
We're
Oh,
probably
okay.
stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
I'm seeing her different splinters.
Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
I don't know. Zach, hello! This is so spooky. It's so unsettling. Do you think one of them would tell me what the name is? What their name is? What's your name?
Princess.
Just Princess.
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
We got a fourth princess. Do we hear a fifth princess? Any princess left out there? Anyone? Anyone?
them
Going
have
once? Going
names.
twice? None of them have names. What if you replace all the people who supposedly died because of previous decisions with princesses? That's what we're working on.
How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here.
Wait, that's not right.
I can just leave.
Go on. Take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
Hmm.
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins.
I shouldn't
your
have
perception
moved.
Multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Oh, what have I done? Oh,
You
what
find
have I
the blade
done?
suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Whoa, so many choices made at once.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
So many choices I haven't even made yet.
But this... we can't...
Whoa.
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Oh, I don't... What have I... Oh, what is
No,
this?
I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Did I end this run just so
I think he's
fast?
gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
Oh, absolutely not. I've made a horrifying amalgamation.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
Oh no.
We can feel.
Oh no, don't look at me.
It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh no. I don't like it when it looks at me. I'm so sorry.
Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
I'm so sorry.
We should help her. I think we did this.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
This is horrible.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
One of each of her for one of each of you. Matchmaking time. Now is not the time. I am not the prince. I think I'm kind of a hero or something.
Please.
It's going to be okay. Oh no. Oh, what have I done? But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns. I'm so
She's gone.
sorry.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Hey, it's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
I'm one of the voices. 100% I'm one of the voices. I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
You're not messing with us, right?
No. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them... But you need to see what's in it. Gross, you've withered! What have I done? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin? You are at the cabin. I'm so sorry.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
I'm so sorry. That sounds horrible.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
I feel so bad. This is worse than that time I actually slayed her. Oh, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Why did I do this? How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Yuna, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Welcome in. You actually are coming in at a really good time. We're about to get our slate wiped clean and start a new run, but you're joining us for the end of one. How was your stream, by the way? Thank you for the offering of small crystals. What were you playing? Vaporum? I don't think I'm familiar with Vaporum. You'll have to let me know how it went. But if you haven't seen me before, my name is Juniper. I'm a jackalope girl. I play a lot of cozy games, typically. I play a lot of variety games, a lot of indie games. You'll see a lot of different stuff here, so that's always really fun. I also do art. I drew and designed my own model that you're seeing on screen now. And yeah, sometimes I even stream art, so if any of that interests you, you are in the right place. Yeah, today a less cozy game, but it's fascinating. If you're not familiar with Slay the Princess, I mean, I feel like the title is very, you know, straightforward. You kind of get the vibes of what we're trying to accomplish here. Thank you for the offering of small crystals. I already said that, but thank you again. I appreciate you being here so much. You had your brain cells summarily executed? Oh, I'm so proud of you for using your brain, though, and thinking. Very impressive. If you have to get some rest after using your brain, or if you have to, like, eat, you have obligations to fulfill, I understand. You should go do that, but otherwise, like I said, we're here. Slaying the princess, or not. Depends on how I feel, I guess. Sometimes I make abominations, I guess. It happens. You'll get the hang of it. It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less.
Oh.
Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I actually don't. I just feel really guilty about what I've done is all. I feel like the bad guy. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Okay, what do you think of this vessel? It's very
These lines
different.
are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths and walk. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do
She
not
always
mourn
says
them,
that.
for they will finally get to know themselves.
She always says that too. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
She drove you to it? That's not a very good excuse, though.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me.
This is playing with my mind so much. I can't formulate an opinion or a thought about any of
I yearn
this.
for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Do you still not care what I bring you next? Because I keep bringing you horrors.
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above
Oh,
you.
she's cute. Okay, you know, I like her. I like that she said that. I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you. Incredible. Incredible. Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Oh, I hate it every time when she smashes the mirror and frees me. Okay. Okay. Alright, okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
Thank
You're
you,
here
narrator.
To slay her.
Thank you. Wow. I guess I'll go.
You make your way up.
I don't know
the
what I'll
short
do this
path
time.
of
I
the
guess I
cabin.
haven't freed her yet.
You'll find the princess within.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it. I know I made a bad choice when I left it last time, but this
The door
time
to
will
the
be
basement
different.
creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
This is
The
so
princess
nostalgic.
really lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Yeah?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Oh, and you remember how at the start I was like, I can hardly tell the voice of the hero and the narrator apart? I can tell them apart now. Wow, it's subtle. But I
Don't
familiarized.
let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'll talk to her. I have never talked to her before as I come down the stairs. Hey, I'm just checking in on you.
are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Hey.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Oh.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
I know,
Thank you.
but I'll do it anyway.
You're making a huge mistake.
I am.
No, you're doing the right thing.
I am?
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I don't.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Yeah.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I've never tried to free her. I guess I don't know how. I don't have a plan. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there? And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free?
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
She's really gonna wait for me? I thought she was gonna turn.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Okay.
Is someone else here?
Hey, okay, try the door.
Try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
What? Hey, let me out of here.
Shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is
Does the
done.
narrator have more control than I thought he did? Return to the bottom of the stairs?
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
I don't want her to have to sever her arm again.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
No,
hesitates.
no, 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 no.
Limb with the determination.
Oh, no. This is what I wanted to
She
avoid.
rips her flesh from her bone. A sound
Oh.
comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
No.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
She's hungry? No. Save the princess.
Fine.
He's so done with me.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against
Oh.
the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
This is not how I wanted this to go.
Cut into her flesh.
No.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Oh, this is sick.
Her limb falls to the ground,
Oh.
and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
She doesn't seem to mind. I mind. I mind enough for the both of us.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Hey, girlie. You okay?
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
I didn't want this to happen.
No.
Okay, approach the
we
locked
won't
door.
have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body
No!
steps forward and
No!
raises the blade.
No! I never had a choice.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
No, don't misunderstand. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. No! Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I can't help
Her
it.
body lunges.
No!
The blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Writing in this game is beautiful. It is stunning. Welcome back, by the way, Sancho.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
You know, if I don't get out of here alive, so be it. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No, you can't make me.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Yeah. Not off my own arm. In solidarity.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm ignoring you.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it
Thank
into your
you.
chest,
I'm
tearing
sorry.
through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
What did you do?
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Yeah, but at least my conscience is clear.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh, this did not go well. This went so badly. Whose side am I on? I'm on the side of, like, the long dark or whatever. I'm on the side of the person we meet at the end. Not this princess, not the narrator, not any of the voices, but the one who wants different vessels. I'm on her side. The Long Quiet, thank you. I keep mixing it up, but yeah, I'm on the side of the one we meet in the Long Quiet.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently
She's
not.
really bad at
It
it.
doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
The narrator got me killed.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
I'm so sorry. She's sorry. I'm sorry. Everyone's sorry.
It can't just end like this, right?
Narrator got me killed.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, okay. Chapter 2. The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I know, buddy. I've been there so many times.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
I don't
If he
think
doesn't remember
so.
what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Do I get a new voice?
Yes, he didn't approve
Of the
us
smitten.
last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Voice of the Smitten. It's so weird after all the splintering to get some of these voices legitimately, because Voice of the Smitten and Voice of the Contrarian, I hadn't gotten legitimately until the past 2 runs. I only saw them through the splintering.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Yeah, the narrator can betray us.
So all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the 4 of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Yeah! Okay, he says the 4 of us. There are 2 voices, the narrator and me. I count as a character in this. I, as the player, am a character. Intriguing. I guess I'm probably the body?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Oh, you like Smitten? He's your fave?
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
He's funny. Alright. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are 2 very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time
which probably only happened because you didn't listen to
Oh
me.
yeah, I absolutely did not. Can't get over how much the princess looks like me? I know! I've been noticing it. Similar, like, dress, similar hair. And sounds like, you think so? That's kind of sweet, actually.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
I beg to differ.
How are my knife skills? Kit Puff, welcome in. What a question. I'm good at chopping veggies, fruits and veggies and stuff, I guess. Actually, I'm not. Actually, I have to be very careful when I'm chopping fruits and veggies. I'm very, mindful of my little fingers, as you should be when you're chopping things. Does it require multiple stabs? The fruits? Sometimes.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
I'm making the decisions.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Should just take some cooking lessons from a pro like you. And then I'll end up with a tortilla and cheese when I'm trying to make. I don't even know what you were trying to make, but it was not that. I don't know how you ended up with that.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
All I know is that the narrator didn't win at the very least.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Princess bad. Okay, sure. No, we're already too far gone. You know, I'm with them. I'm gonna find a way to save her from that cabin.
That's right, you can't stop all of us.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
I will not change my mind. Believe in Smitten. We're here for this. Let's go. Let's go save her.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Okay, I see it. I like Smitten. I wasn't so sure about this guy, but I quite like him.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Very true.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Alright, let's go.
The interior
Oh.
of the cabin is clean
Wow.
and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries.
I never know what to
a prison
expect.
befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Which we will not be taking.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
Alright, let's enter the basement. The mirror disappears if you don't look at it.
The door to the basement
Pretty.
creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Alright, Smitten, we're working on it. You gotta... you gotta be a bit more subtle than this.
Held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess.
Exactly.
You can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
I like being manipulated.
Walk
Oh,
down
she's
the
pretty.
stairs
Look at
and
her
lock eyes with the
dress.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far
Okay,
wall.
let's hope we don't have to sever her hand again.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
The narrator is so done.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
I am back. She remembers
Do
me.
you hear that?
I like being nice
She
to her.
said we're dashing.
I should have saved her the first time around, honestly. Why didn't I save her? I was so
But she
hesitant.
called us a hero.
A hero.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
The three of us, me included.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Mm-hmm. It was different last time, though.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
She's so happy to see
And
me.
you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
I'm sure she has a reason.
We never saw a world end. And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
I'm already distracted. I'm already too far gone. I'm saving her. I'm sorry. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
I can't say I didn't want you to. I didn't want to kill you.
Did we?
I don't know.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
That's romance. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
I don't want to.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
You think so? I really don't want to go through that again.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Watch me.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Literally has my little braid thing going on too. Man. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
So she doesn't know either. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No.
Isn't that
I don't
just
know.
like our darling princess? She wants
cares
to
what I
make us
think.
happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Smitten's really cute.
Listen to her. That's a confession.
A confession of love, maybe? Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here for Smitten. I'm here to support Smitten, and that's all. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Okay, I trust you. That's so trustworthy. I will take you at face value. Thank you.
See? She didn't confess anything.
See?
She is innocence itself.
Innocence personified.
Not so sure.
She's too pleasing? Yeah, no, it's fine. It's normal. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Aw, she understands.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
You know, when you've come across someone who's taking over the world, who has the possibility to take over the world, who's very dangerous and harmful, you get on their good side, and you hope that when they take over the world, they'll let you be, like, their pet, you know? They'll take pity on you, and they'll be like, sure, I'll keep you around because you're cute and you're funny, you know? And I think that's the play here. I think we're over this whole slaying thing, avoiding our problems thing. We're just gonna hope she keeps us in a little, like, pet bed next to her throne as the world ends. You know? I think that's the play.
That's because she's perfect.
Perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Oh, most definitely.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Okay, narrator, a bit self-centered. Might quote me later on that. Don't take it out of context.
He's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Okay, rescue.
No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
That's intense.
You wouldn't.
He would.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
She's so
You
pretty.
approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Wow, Smitten knew.
I can't believe it.
Look how
I guess I had to.
gentle. Look how gentle they are. Okay, I like this path. I should have done this from the start.
I told you, There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Oh, she's so pretty.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Don't care about everyone
Luckily
else.
for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
This time, how much does she remember? She only remembers the chapter 1. We get our slate wiped clean every time we meet the Long Quiet. So she only remembers that I've tried to rescue her until we see her again in the Long Quiet, I believe. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Oh, look at us go, asking for her opinion. You need a shower? Oh, you should go shower.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Yeah!
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
I'm your knight in shining armor!
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Are we gonna play this game back and forth? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. But what do you want to do? We can do whatever you want to do. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I want you to tell me what you
I
want.
just want to make you happy.
Oh, she's cute. Okay.
She can't just want to make us happy.
I don't know. She could.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
The music's changing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe I'm just hearing things. No, I trust it. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. No, it sounds normal. But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
What?
Is she broken? What's going on?
Oh no.
What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
You have to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
What is she doing? Why is she simplifying?
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
I
I
agree.
fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Okay. This isn't right. Let's just get out of
That
here.
sounds perfect.
She doesn't have any opinions. She doesn't have any thoughts.
Oh, phew. She's back to normal.
Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Okay, fair.
I like to think that you do, actually.
Yeah, I don't care what you think.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
You and the princess walk up
This
the
is so
stairs,
sweet.
hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
No, she does. I'm so happy for her being so
What
happy.
happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Oh, not like this.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
The way this guy knows himself so well that he's like, hey, I trust my past self. Like, you know, get yourself some confidence in yourself like the narrator has in him.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Come on, Smitten, we can do it.
You
We can
listen.
save her.
You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
No, we're delusional now. We're following our delusions.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yup, that's me. We're here. We're letting Smitten have his moment. We're letting him have his time in the sun. I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay.
We're in love now, so we do everything together, I guess. I don't know.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door.
This will only strengthen our relationship. This will only strengthen our bond.
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Oh, this is perfect. This is cute.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
Please don't hint at routes to me. I will take the path that I want to in the moment. And if I change my mind and want to do something different later, then I will come back and do something later.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
I don't think I will. No, you're not doing
You're
that.
enjoying this, aren't you?
I am! I think it's so
Every opportunity you
cute!
can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Yeah, well, I hate you too.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Hmm?
Yes,
Let's
I
go.
suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Oh. Why didn't I do this the first time? I could have set her free!
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Okay, well, we got our happy ending, but now the world is ending. That's okay,
Where
I
did
guess.
everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
You didn't mean it like that? I understand, but hinting at stuff like that can, like, affect the way I view things and see things and, like, choices I might make on my own. So, just letting you know. Narrator's jealous of me. Narrator a maidenless hater. I know! It really shows that the narrator's kind of, a bit lonely.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Let me warm you!
Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all
Our
and we have a look
feathers?
worthy of a princess.
Our feathers? What? Oh, girly. Well, at least this time I don't feel guilty. You know, all the other runs I felt so guilty. This one I actually feel pretty satisfied about. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Didn't someone call me Birdface earlier? They did, but I thought they were just being mean.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Alright. Okay. It's gonna be okay.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
I always want to comfort
Yes,
them at the end.
I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
I don't know. I want to comfort them
She'll
in the
be
end.
there waiting for us. I just know it.
Okay, let's go. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. I guess I see feathers now, but like the arm always read to me as like serpent reptile. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Is me! You've unraveled. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin. Hi!
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
She looks so normal. She hasn't looked normal any of these other times. I say as she has like hundreds of arms. Do you think that there's anything real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Nothing can't exist. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Yeah, you need a gentle heart.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
I actually think this one I feel the saddest about losing. Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
I suppose. Hi, Candy. Hi. Thank you for lurking, and thank you for the offering of clay as well. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Whoa, long message. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
That's what I was asking you. He does. Wow. Wow. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One.
One.
Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
One. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just gonna stay here.
You've already tried waiting.
I actually
understand
haven't.
If you need more time, I'll wait with you. I will see you when you return. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
She closed the game. She closed the game. What? Can't just do that. She did that? She closed the game for me? You did say you'll wait? I mean, wow. Okay. Well, to be fair, I was not gonna do another run. I was gonna save it for another stream, but wow, she really sent me away. Wow. Okay, well, I guess that's a thing. I'm going to look into someone to rate then. I guess this is just how it goes. Wow. Well, I think it might be a good idea to go to something maybe fun. Yeah, good session. Decided by the game. The game said, no more. No more. We're gonna send you off now. I cannot believe that is so powerful. When games just kind of, like, close themselves. Incredible. Thank you all for being here. I'm so excited to stream this again. I will definitely be streaming this again. Likely not the next time I stream, which the next time I stream is going to be Tuesday at 11 a.m. CST, so whatever time zone that is for you. Or whatever time that is translated to your time zone. That's when I'll be streaming. And I recently got a Steam key to play Departed Away, which just recently came out, so I'm probably going to look into playing that soon. It's a visual novel-like game with some creepy, dark elements that I've been kind of looking forward to. And yeah. I have someone in mind to raid. I kind of did want to raid someone who's playing Slay the Princess as well. The thing is, I'm worried about spoilers, so I probably won't do that, but we'll go raid someone doing something fun. I'll get that set up. And then I do have a Discord server if you would like to join it. I post like updates there. We hang out. We have an art club sort of thing going on. If you do art or anything sort of creative, it's really fun. Yeah. Other than that, I think I did cover everything. I do also have socials that you guys can follow. I think I care most about YouTube and TikTok. That's where I've been trying to like post more actively. I've been trying to get better about it. It's kind of it's kind of hit or miss right now, but hey, I'm working on it, and that's what counts. Thank you for being here, everyone. Truly, this was so fun. I really adore this game. I can't wait to play it again. I'll probably be playing it sometime soon. And yeah, have a lovely rest of your day, however you choose to spend it, and take care until the next time we see each other, whenever that may be. Bye for now.